was at this moment that he knew. He f***ed up.
Yo, what's up everybody? It's Stefan here from Mod2Fame and we are back with another video. I know I'm smiling now, but this video ain't nothing funny because I think we broke Cheapokitty. Let's jump into it. Let's go. So as many of you know by now, this is my Dodge Challenger Hellcat. The car is a 2015. I call it Cheapokitty because when I purchased it, it was the cheapest one in the country. Picked up the car with 32,000 miles on it when I got it. Today, it's about to cross 50,000 miles and it's making almost 900 wheel horsepower. At least that's what I think based on the mods that it has. We haven't officially dynoed it. But what do you do when you have a car this fast? You usually meet up with other fast cars in Mexico. So let's rewind back to 24 hours ago when this happened. Good morning, Mod2Fame. I'm not even sure if I'm gonna use this video or not. I'm not sure if this is gonna make it to YouTube because it is a Mexico day. It's an early morning. See what we got? 720, GTR, Hellcat. You know what we doing this morning. So we met up with the boys. We were about to go out. So we're cruising through. Everything is cool, easy, nice. Driving to where we go to Mexico to have a little fun. And I go to do a test pull, which, check it out.
It was at this moment that he knew. He f***ed up.
First bad sign, the car was still pretty cold. I didn't let the engine warm up enough, I don't think. And the first bad sign was between shifts, that big puff of smoke. Initially, the car spun like really bad. So I was just feathering it. Wah. Even with the feathering and stuff like that, you gotta figure that much horsepower and that much torque. It's pretty aggressive on a cold motor. Caught second, rode it out. I mean, but the car felt like it was gonna be super fast. The temperatures was around mid 40s. The DA was negative 900. So it was a recipe for some fast runs. Unfortunately, I let off the gas and the car is like misfiring and sputtering. As a matter of fact, check it out as we all pull over and listen to the engine from the camera of the GTR. Not a good thing at all. Not a good sound at all. So here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking what happened is, do I think my motor is blown? Absolutely not. What I think happened is I might have broken a rocker and potentially bent a rod. So what I'm gonna do today, yeah, as you guys know, I don't usually work on my own car, but I have a big race on Friday. Today is Monday. So if I need to order parts, I need to know right away. I don't have time to take it to the shop and wait for them to, so I'm gonna do it myself. I'm gonna pull the valve covers, which is very involved. I gotta pull out the intake first, then, yeah, it's very involved. We'll get into that right now. You'll see me breaking it down, and hopefully, if I'm right, we'll be able to order some new rockers, which I would then change all of them. And if it's rods, I would probably change all of them just to be safe. But let's jump into that now. Let's find out if the motor is blown or not. Come on. This screw is so long, it's crazy. Never understood why the screw was so long. One thing I like about the Challenger are these trays right here in the front. It's like perfect for holding your screws that you take out. Take this guy out. Take the boxes out. So the name of the game when you're working on this car is create space. Anything that you can move that'll give you some additional room, wiggle room to work with, you want to remove. So that's what I'm doing now. Taking off the reservoir tank. If it looks a little low, it's because it shares with the ice tank in the back. So it's not low. The ice tank actually has a lot of capacity, but the system works a little bit different. So this now just acts as kind of like an overflow for the ice tank. So the bolts up here of the valve cover is easy to get to. They're all up top. It's the ones that's down there that's going to be a problem. I don't have a swivel socket, so the good thing is Harbor Freight is pretty close to me, so it won't be a problem. Need to go get one. So now that's a little bit more room to play with. I can move these without yanking it too much. I'm gonna probably have to go down through there. This wiring harness, I'm probably gonna have to move out a little bit too. So yeah, looks like I got my work kind of cut out for me, guys. All right, guys, so I already started taking out the valve cover bolts. These are the valve cover bolts right here. 1, 2, I got out. I gotta get out 3, 4, 5, and there's the same amount along the bottom. There's the same amount of valve cover bolts along the bottom. So I got some work to do. We're gonna have to move around this. So instead of taking all this stuff out, I'm not trying to empty out my AC unit and all that. I'm gonna run over to Harbor Freight and get some swivel tools, some extensions, because that's what I'm gonna have to do now. This is what I'm working with, you know, basic my first setup. But coming along good so far, man, coming along good. So the reason why, if you guys are wondering why I'm choosing to go to this side first, is because the engine has a firing order. And the firing order is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And the reason why 7 is so important is because when I read the codes on my Diablo Trinity, which I have here, I put it right there. That's where I run my Diablo Trinity. If you guys can see it right there. It reads codes for me. And the codes that we got were multiple misfire, which is the 300 code. And then it goes into detail and it says 307, which means cylinder number 7. Is what's throwing out the misfire. So we're gonna check to see, the first thing we want to check is cylinder number 7 before we even bother. Now I am gonna check this side too, just for precautionary measures, but I want to check this side first because I believe cylinder 7 is the root of our problem. All right, guys, so we loaded up from Harbor Freight, got everything we needed. Taking a quick lunch break. And gonna get back to it in a second. Next step you'll see is that valve cover on the left side coming off. But first, let's get some grub in. All right, guys, so a cut up hand later. We got out the spark plugs for the majority. Spark plugs all look good. They all look fine. So, which leads me to one step closer to thinking that we got a broken rocker. So I'll be able to have that off pretty soon. Man, I ain't gonna lie though, this is really kicking my ass. Yo, no Trump. My hands, bro. My hands are too big to go where they need to go to get up in there. I got all the bolts out except for the last 3 in the row back there, man. Oh my God. Bruh. Let me find out I'm gonna have to give up on this job, bro. Bruh, like the way the wires are, see all of these wires are attached to this, so I know when I lift it, I guess that gotta come out too. Yo, this job is way bigger than I thought. Not bigger, it's just way more tedious than I thought, man. Oh my God, bro. Yo, fam, real talk, I give up. That's it, I give up. I'm so frustrated right now. Y'all have no idea, but I know I'm so close to being done that it's like, that's what's extra frustrating. What I have a strong feeling of is that the way to move some of these wires that's down here out of the way is I gotta cut the little wire ties, and I can move them out of the way, and that'll help me to get to the last 3 bolts, and move these wires, and that'll help me to get everything. That's probably what I'm gonna have to do, but I just want to confirm before I do that is exactly what I gotta do, because I don't want to cut these wire ties. And God, this is a job, bro. This is a job and a half. I ain't gonna lie, especially with the supercharger still on. If the supercharger was off, I probably have a little bit more room to work. I could reach, like, I'll be able to pass the thing this way and go that. I just thought about it. I can go that way too. Anyway, trust me, I'll figure it out. Just not right now. I gotta leave it alone for a little while, then come back. Well, all right, guys, that's it, man. I am done for the night. Like, I'm done. Worked on this till pretty late. It's pretty difficult getting these valve covers off because so much stuff you gotta move. But anyway, I did it, and I don't know what this issue is that I keep blowing spark plugs. The springs look good, the rockers look good, everything looks good. The piston slapping that spark plug cannot be good, right? So eventually what we're gonna do is, after the season is done, we're gonna pull the heads, inspect the bottom end, and see if we can see what's really happening that's causing this. But we're gonna race on Friday. It's going down, it's happening. So make sure you get hyped. Get excited. Those videos are gonna come. We're gonna throw those big boys that's in the corner. We're gonna throw those back on the car, and we're gonna send it, man. You know, and if it blow up, it blow up. We gotta pull the motor anyway. So Team Hellcat, man, they really working with your boy. In-Track Tires really working with your boy. So I have a security blanket that a lot of people don't have. So I wouldn't suggest this, but I can do this for you guys as your favorite YouTuber. The day after tomorrow, you'll see the video of this car going back together, and you'll also see me going back out and doing some test pulls and make sure everything is good. But it's your boy Stephen here from Mod2Fame. Make sure you like, subscribe, share, hit that notification bell. I need my M2F army, yo. I need my M2Fers. I need support. If I'm gonna be doing this busting my ass for y'all, I really need y'all, man. Like 100% to really show out, and let's get this thing cracking, bro. Anyway, until the next one, we out.